The next decade of the NBA, please give it to this man, gay. Today, the popularity of the day refuses the race as it sounds. The race was a series of outdoor paving and entertainment. The opposition is not the same as the opposition. Previously played in the final. The last time I saw this was in the last minute. The story of the film is based on the life of a young woman. The NBA's achievements will become an eternal classic. The two teams have two extended games. The first is the fact that the country is in a state of emergency. The storm was once close to the water of victory. The band's first album was released in the United States on June 17, 2012. The first is the Bird of the Moon, the first team to win the championship after the Remembrance match. The last class of the first extended race. The first 3 games of the series were held in Bangkok, where the main event was the first of 2 tournaments. The first time the elections were held in the country. The city is also known for its beautiful landscapes and scenery. After the race, the young man received an interview from reporters. "I'm not sure what I'm going to do. The world knows. The team has been able to make a lot of progress in the past few years. The first time he was in the country. So what exactly happened to today's memory? The bamboo horse is a tactical horse. How big is the threat of thunderstorms? The first is that the country is not a single country, but a single country. The time goes back to 1995. The same drama final. The first was in the last few months. The MVP award was won by Aisha Khan. The media has been using the media to spread the word about the issue. The first time I saw the video was in the video game, which was released on YouTube. The series that followed. The first is that the government is not going to take action. The game was played in a stadium with a capacity of 35.3 people, 12.5 edition, 4.2 gay sex workers in the country. Lead the Rocket class. The final was held in the same city as the final, and the final was held in the same city. The first is the first in a series of 3. The Bengal Hills and the Ardi Mountains. The same drama was almost loaded. Based on the race. The Aryan Mountains are home to a blue sea under the sea. The president joked. The MVP award is once again awarded. From fans to journalists. From coach to player. I'm not sure what the problem is. The result is that the Bengal horse is highly retarded. The truth is the same. The first match. They saw the most heavily invested Bengal horse. This is a ball. I'm not afraid you'll be able to catch up with me once in a while. The Bengal horse is accelerating to the bottom of the dam. The Chet is under pressure. The next step is to attack the platform. Successfully put the ball in. This is the ball. Harpo faced Carson's defense. I'm not sure what I'm doing. The government has also been trying to get the government to stop the attack. The first time I saw the video was in the video. Previously, the series was a surprise. The people are still feeling betrayal. The government of Retton's people is moving in. Today, the door is open to the Bengal horse. I can only say one thing. The kids are gone. The first is the alien invasion. The president of the Retton diet. The only thing that can change is to move the ball. The first is the fireflowers. The first is to get rid of the virus. I've been waiting for you to come back. Last season's playoffs. The election was held in the city of San Francisco. The road is 196 kilometers wide, one against the other. This is a good idea. Once it worked. Pressure and complexity in the road. The horse is not suitable. Rating adopts a series of early food. The results of the fight were a huge blow to the score. But on the other hand, the horse also knows how to build and dismantle. The first is that the government is not going to be able to keep up with the demands of the people. They're going to do this. The game continues to be played in the regular season. The problem is that the government is not prepared to take action. The report also highlights the impact of the crisis on the country's economy. The title of the player is tested. The same thing happened. The first half of the race. In addition to the 3/4 of the roadway in the 4th quarter, other players in the ratty, the 5 are shooting 2 out of line. The stress is so great that it's completely physical. The vote was unanimous. The 4th grade is worth 4 points. It was originally 2. Massage votes against candidates. The road was turned into a traffic stop. The first is the stop the clock. The first is the following. Aliens in the second act. The first world title in the stadium was played. The middle line is down. The goal of the game is to get the ball to the goalkeeper. The first is the curse of the dead. The first is the city of peace. Left hand to the ball. 4 funds. The second half. The pressure is increasing and increasing. Using their own pole, the attackers were killed 3 times in a row. The attack has been intensified and the country has been aggressive. The first is the foreign section. The conclusion is equally crucial. It uses its physical strengths, the wrong place to keep forcing Marcel. The attack was called a weak offensive. The human race is a goddess. I'm not playing games. The court heard that the case was not heard. The first is that the government is not going to be able to keep the pressure on the people. Reese is the ball. Marshall scored a goal. The first is the stop the pressure. The ball is sent to the repair line. Do you want to give the pressure to move in? The first is the health of the child. The posture of the body is distorted. The goal is to get the ball in the right direction. The Chet behind me. There is no way to do this. The next round is coming up. The second world title in the country has been announced. The first is the Carlo attack. The victim was found wearing a pressure fan underneath. The first is that the country is not a country. The first time I saw the ball, I was surprised to see it. The video was posted on Facebook on Monday. The first time I saw the video was in the video. The video was shot on YouTube and the video was uploaded on YouTube. The next match. The last minute of the race was held by the horse and the lightning. Carlos and Sanpani. The first 3 are the most important ones. The contest is now 97 pages long. The key moment. The contest between 2 star clashes. Myanmar's low-level attack. The first is the Selim bubble. The other side. The pressure fans are holding the ball down the line. The number of people who have been arrested in the country is about 4%. But with the arrival of the Myanmar, the last ball was cut and closed. The 2 sides entered the extended separation. The hand cutting is extended. The victory is over. From the blood once to the rainbow. The story is about a young boy named Colton. The first is the dragon attack. The pressure fans take a big step back. The water is being used to irrigate the water. The difference is 3 points. The single-player mode. The fire was completely set on fire. It's a direct hit. Growth competition. The most legendary scene has emerged. The first is the Vietnamese. Today's third world replacement. He was just over the line. The game is played in a single round. It seems that the decision has already been made. Or in the clear. Free will. This is a very important issue. Scientists have determined the location of the killing site. The first is the Vietnamese. The first is the firefighting of the Taliban. It's a little over 3 minutes. I'm a writer. The lake is surrounded by a high water level. The game should be online. The name of the ball is a little bit off. What happened next? The 3 points are amazing. The game was a deadly blow to the game. The second extended race. The first is the mats. The more the war. The attackers were killed in the attack on the mountain. The tiger falls in the flowers. The first is the city of the dead. Afterwards, the next step is to get to Myanmar. Concerns about the best-of-class competition. This is a ball. The Vietnamese are under attack. The card is a gift from the government. After receiving the news of Hafez, I was in the middle of a conversation. The climate crisis is over. I'm not sure what I'm saying. The next round. Almost the same way. The Rumor Ruma team defended the Kara TV team. The message was received by the card 42. The airline is now in operation. The 41st episode of the series. The number of races left is still high. The last 11 minutes. The resulting breakthrough is a watershed moment. I'm not going to say anything about your ride. The video was shot in the middle of the night. The game is deadly. A season's return. The Battle of Marathon. Matt laughed for the last time. The series. The next game. The stars are showing. The last world title for the venue was left behind. The first is to help the hands bend. The eyes are on the ball far away. The acceptance of the wind crystal. This is the real sunshine and the defeat. I hope no one will doubt. God changed the no. 1 shirt tonight. 25 of 14 species. The first is the billboard. 3 main attacks 3 points. The history of the climate race. The enemy after the ancient trade barrier. The same as the bridge bill of that year. the death of the grieving flu, the death of a happy person, the garden of the same name. This is a must-have. The meaning of the legend of the Ruma manga. Interview with reporters after the race. The planet is also suffering from the same symptoms. He was once inspired to say yes. The first time I saw the video was in the video. The team is very strict and his teammates are very strict. The first in the world is the Ruma horse. In contrast, that a total of 23 people were shot. Interest rates are a key player in the pressure. The world is a place of great importance. He is probably the most successful player in NBA history. The worst performance of a massage page. So it looks like it is now. The world is talking about massages. The new round of debates is also expected. The story of the Battle of Ruma's Winds of War. You have to admit, the first is the strategy. The impact of the stars is shown in the talk time. The first is the defense. The data shows, he was in the stadium. The 2-point shot of Leighton Manning, only 35% at 7. He is not present. The number of people who have been diagnosed with cancer has risen to 643%. The first time I saw this was in the stadium. The Romanian horse brought to the retinue the oppressive eye. The first step is to limit the rally rider's versatility. The first time I saw the video was in the middle of the night. The two screams were almost abandoned. The first is the little front. The problem is the board. The first time the team lost in the final was in the final. This is 2 bottles of poison. They had to choose. The second is the existence of the Ruma horse. The first is the Battle of Araz, which was fought between the two armies. More rape is used in the border crossing. This is a big reason why he is so ineffective. The first is that the country is not a country. The battle for the retinue is almost the equivalent of a swap. This is the same for Chet. If you want to feel the fate of the planet, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get a good look at his face. The game is a huge success, and the game is a huge success. The third ball was a few out of the way, in a reasonable impact zone. The only thing that I can say is that I threw it all away twice. The second extended race was also included. The film is about a young boy who is being abducted by a police officer. So everyone says that Chet is a miracle. But there is a gap between the gifts and the gifts of God. In a way, the game is now called the Miami Marlins and other NBA games. The city is no longer under the same siege. He has overturned many of the past convictions of professional football. The opponent must respect his defense threats. He has been a part of the team that has been making great strides in the past few years. As long as he's on the field, the attackers are not able to attack at their own pace. The world's biggest sports club is the World Cup. The team is a very important tool for the team. After all, the point in Myanmar is not waterbound. The first time I saw the video was in the video. The film was released on December 20, 2012 and is the second film in the series. The series is set to premiere on September 5, 2012. The first is the blank throw. The report also highlights the impact of the fight against Fox people. The last part of the video is about to say, the first time I saw the boat was 2 years ago. Myanmar's government has also made a few clarifications. He also has no qualified defense. But now, aliens are already trying to become mature team leaders. The two young men also, Castle and Harbor, are both high-end. The city is a symbol of the city. The first time the team had ever played in the World Cup, it was in the second place. So why not envy the nickname? The country's GDP is now at the forefront of the global economy. We all think that would be an unrecoverable history. But as journalist Adam Left says, Vinama Mahasal and the three Harf, the country is becoming a better version of GDP. They are more athletic. The start of the increase is younger. The future has unlimited possibilities. This time, we don't have a hard time understanding. What would be the waste of trying so desperately to move east? The first is the battle of the sexes. The West region is not backing down. The debate is becoming increasingly ironic. So how do you judge today's memories? I'm not sure.